Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. They have an upcoming show on the 23rd at the Rabbithole. So, but yeah, so where are you guys tonight? Where do you come from? Can you introduce yourselves? Tell us who we have in the studio.
Oh, well, hello. My name is Michael Anthony Muse. My social security is 309069484, and we are from Milwaukee here. And
my name is OJ Berg. My social security number is redacted. Just you guys could really have it. I don't need it that bad. But yeah, I'm here in Milwaukee with Mike.
Oh, yes. While we're at it, what's your mother's maiden name?
I don't know if I could tell you, to be honest.
That's okay. I'm definitely not trying to break into your accounts. No. But yeah, so all the way from Milwaukee through the glories of the internet and Discord. So, but yeah, so what's the music scene like there in Milwaukee?
Pretty great. I compare it to Michigan. You're like our siblings over there. A lot of really awesome bands, basement venues, cool DIY things going on. I love it.
How long have you guys been in the band? Or been working on this band?
I started this band probably in 2023. And OJ here, we recruited him in a year ago, maybe even less.
A little over a year.
It's been a year, yeah.
More than a year.
Yeah.
It just flies by when you're being goofy idiots with your friends. So it's a blast, though.
That's how it should be, man. Just kind of jamming out with your pals. So
for sure, I've been in so many bands, and for the most part, it's all been great experiences. But yeah, every once in a while, you're traveling with people who you're just bandmates with. Whereas with Mike and Justin, dude, man, we have so much fun just driving for 6 hours from city to city. Just again, being stupid. We're just being stupid and having a great time.
So have you been on a tour or a mini tour before?
Yeah. Mulva's we went down to Texas and Florida and whatnot, around the Midwest and whatnot.
We focus a lot on just smaller little weekend tours around the Midwest. Is a lot easier for me. But yeah, we just did St. Louis and Indianapolis a week or so ago. We got Cincinnati and somewhere in Illinois coming up in February. Staying busy.
Awesome. Yeah, just a little 3 or 4 day run or something, hopping around to some different cities. For sure. How many times have you been to Kalamazoo, or have you performed in Kalamazoo?
We played one time in Kalamazoo when it was Second Impact. Packed. Yeah. That's I've played Michigan many, many times, but that was the first time I've ever played Kalamazoo, but it was cool.
Yeah, that was what the house used to be called back in the day, 2 years ago. Or was it just was it last year? I forget. When did you come to play?
It was it was a year ago or so.
I think we played there last January or maybe February, but yeah. Awesome place. That was such a wild experience. You never know really what to expect when you're going to a house show in a different city, but yeah, your city brought it, and it was a blast.
What was it about the experience you had in Kalamazoo that kind of made it for you?
The clowns.
There were so many clowns. It was awesome.
Last year, there were so many clowns at shows, but at your show, Rabbithole, previously Second Impact, there were so many clowns, and we got so many clown followers, so I get to see the clowns every day. It's great.
You know why that is, right? Did you know the theme beforehand?
Yeah, but the people, it seems like there's consistently stayed clowns after that night. So I enjoy it.
That's true. No, I guess when people thought circus, they thought clown, because the theme of the show that night was the cyber circus. And yeah, that was. But it's how do you dress up as that? So there just ended up being like a lot of clowns. And different clowns.
Or 2 weeks after that, we were playing at the pit stop in Elgin, Illinois, and there was no theme, but there was also a surprising amount of clowns. It was great.
Hey, the clowns followed you.
We're clown core now.
Oh no, not the clown core. We clowning around, guys. I saw the Weezer in the playlist.
Oh yeah, I rip off Weezer constantly.
Unironically, I actually love Weezer.
I love half of Weezer a lot.
I really love the Blue album. I'll say that front to back.
Did you listen to any of their new albums?
I did. I like some of them, or I'll like half the songs.
I just feel like they haven't been able to live up to the peak that was Beverly Hills, the favorite Weezer. So it's been downhill from there.
This is true. Okay. Well, but there is a playlist that we have for our audience tonight. So I think it's that time of the night where we get into it. First up, we got Waggy by Blink-182. Wow, never heard of those guys. And then Think I'm Still in Love with You by Joyce Manor. And you're listening to 89.1 WIDR FM. And this is Wombat Music taking you through the rabbit hole with Mulva all the way in Milwaukee tonight. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so can you tell us about how you chose some of those songs for the playlist?
Well, I like many people, Blink-182 is the reason I picked up an instrument. Crazy, I know. They're a very small band. And Joyce Manor, in my last band, I listened to that Joyce Manor band. I was on a 5-week tour and I listened to nothing but that album, and it's so ingrained in my brain these days that I had to put something on it.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it just sticks with you. But yeah, so what have been some of your biggest influences on the current sound of the band?
I'm always gonna rip from Blink-182 and Weezer, yeah, Blue album, but there's been the Dirty Nil. I have Front Bottoms, any emo, Midwest emo-y to pop punk bands to hardcore bands. I love them all.
Yeah.
But OJ's in a ska band, and I'm not gonna do ska.
You wouldn't believe this, but we're working on a little new EP. We got 4 songs or so, and our bass player, of course, he directed it at me when he brought this up. He's like, "Hey man, I love these new songs, but we can't have a ska breakdown in every song." And mind you, Michael is the one writing them, putting them in there. Because he won't admit it, but he loves ska. Loves ska. Everybody make sure to remind him when you see us in Kalamazoo when we come to town.
Michael,
everybody,
you love ska,
it's going to be
right?
a ska-themed show, actually.
Like Jeff Rosenstock kind of ska?
Yeah.
He was good until he put out that ska album.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Funny story actually about the ska album is I had a friend make a list of top 10 albums that he listened to in 2025 for me, and that ska album was on the list.
How did you feel about that? Do you agree?
Well, ska can be good. I just didn't I liked Bomb the Music Industry ska rather than his new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Ska can be good, but I'm not going to say ska is good. Two different things.
Yeah.
It's all right to be wrong, you guys. It's fine.
Yeah. So, how have your music tastes influenced over time? Has Weezer and Blink-182 always been a staple in the diet for you, or has it kind of had other seasons?
They will always be, Blink especially, crazy. Huge staple in my diet. But I like poppier stuff now. I mean, I love Olivia Rodrigo a lot. And then I also love hardcore a lot now. So I've definitely evolved from just the pop punk kid I used to be.
Yeah, he's like Chappell Roan's like top 2% listener.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Uh-oh, is that a secret?
Oh, I'm not ashamed at all.
No, I do honestly like think she's great. But yeah, you know, having like the pop punk roots and then you kind of like grew from there off of the different branches that inspired it, you know? So yeah, no, that's fun.
Yeah.
I've personally played in so many different styles of bands, and like ever since I joined Mulva, I just felt like it was such a great fit. And this is the kind of music that I've always loved and wanted to make anyway. And just writing music with these guys is so easy and it just comes so naturally. Like, it's just fun.
Yeah. So what are practices like for you guys?
To be honest, we like never practiced. I think we play shows so consistently that we don't practice much, and that's fine. But now we've been working on new stuff, so we've been actually getting together, and it's mostly jokes. But
Beer and some jokes. Like, so trying to work on these new songs we're writing, and we're gonna practice tomorrow. We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
real.
so for Kalamazoo, this is all for Kalamazoo.
6 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'm gonna message you and be like, all right, we practicing. It's gonna happen.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is it 6 a.m. your time or our time? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're on different time zones as well. 5 a.m. your
Oh,
time.
you were late.
Yeah. But so when it's more of like a relaxed kind of vibe, practices not so like super structured, does it feel like a jam?
It feels like hanging out more than anything. If it's just like me, it's usually me and OJ. Our bass player lives closer to Chicago, so me and OJ go to practice, and we think we're doing something really creative. And if the timing's just not the most basic thing, we have to. It's like figuring out quantum physics for us because we're both stuff down. But then our
really
bass,
good musician.
yeah. But then our bass player will come in later and make it less complicated. But other than that, it's just jokes.
Yeah, just a little bit of hanging out, and then every once in a while you're like, actually, this could be really cool right now.
That's basically it.
Yeah. So is the songwriting process pretty collaborative?
I feel like Mike is kind of the ringleader, and he comes up with a lot of the ideas. You know, sometimes it's just we'll get a voice memo of him playing a cool riff, and sometimes there's lyrics go with it. Sometimes just humming a vocal melody, and then then we'll just go and do and just hammer it out. Usually the two of us struggling to count to anything but 4, and then Justin will swipe in, help us finish it up. So I guess that's collaborative, but Mike's definitely the ringleader.
Mike, where do you get the most inspiration?
I'll give you one.
Oh, hold on, it's breaking up a little bit.
Actually, I don't know. Probably Mozart. No, I don't know. I just whatever's easy. I just like to think of catchy stuff, and I just want stuff to be catchy. So I think of that, and then I put a tough guitar riff that's too tough for me behind it, and then it doesn't sound tough once I sing my little poppy high voice over it. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe it. It's like, because when I think of your music, it's like high energy, but also kind of sad, but not like in the way that goth is, but like in the emo way, where it has like the complex guitars and then is just kind of maybe like goofy, sometimes sad lyrics. It's not all sad.
Good. I want it to be a little sad.
Like some of it definitely is. Yeah. Like, I saw that you got a song that's just called Die. Exclamation point.
That one's one of the less sad ones, ironically. It's just about living life and not just sitting around waiting to die. That one kind of is a happier
Yeah,
one
that's
somehow.
actually one of the more hopeful ones.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. I forget which ones had like the titles, but I know that this morning on the way to work, I was doing my homework. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to your album and stuff, and yeah. But okay, well, how about let's play a little more of this playlist. Let's do the next 3 songs. Is it Blue by Lauren Hibbard? How do you say that name?
Bleh.
Blah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
It'll make sense
sound.
when the song plays. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Surf Wax America by Weezer, and then Peel by
Yeah, the Blue
Weekend
album.
Friends. You're listening to 89.1 WIDR FM. And this is Wombat Music taking you through the rabbit hole with...
Hey, we're Mulva.
Yeah, Mulva. When did you both start playing music? And like, what was the first instrument you learned how to play?
I started playing when I was like 10, and that was like 100 years ago. But I played bass, and I was a bass player until Mulva. And then OJ.
I started playing clarinet when I was 11 years old. And I was pretty darn good at clarinet, should have stuck with it, but decided to take a sharp turn to drums. And that's the only thing I've really been confident enough to play in a band. I like to dabble with guitar and bass, but yeah, the drums are definitely my specialty.
Was music your first form of creative expression?
Yes, I did. Before that, I did nothing but read comic books. so I listened to Blink-182 and I got a bass, and then that was the first time I had no intentions before that to ever do anything artistic, and now it's consumed my life and probably ruined my life.
Well, I don't know if we could go that far. Hopefully.
It definitely, music has pretty much consumed my life too. You know, I play drums with like 3 bands at this point and fill in for some friends when I can, but it's just so much fun. And unfortunately, really is my only form of artistic expression. I can't even like draw a proper stick figure without it looking just terrible. But, you know.
I feel like every drummer I know is in at least 3 bands, like 3 minimum.
Yeah, three's a small number for a drummer, I feel like, these days.
I mean, there's still a 4th one that's listed on my Instagram, but I haven't played many shows with Pete and Mary Don't Care in a while because I've been too damn busy. But yeah, we're a very sought after breed. I have been asked to join other bands quite frequently. And as much as I'd love to, it's just that's not sustainable. This is barely, I mean, we're doing it. We're doing great. But luckily with one of my bands, my our bass player had a baby recently, so we haven't been doing too much. So it's just been Mulva and my ska band doing a lot.
What's the ska band?
We're called Local Legends, and we're about to release a handful of EPs, honestly. I got done recording my 10 or 11 songs on drums, but we just finished mixing and mastering 3 songs. They're definitely very political and say a lot of stuff that really needs to be heard right now, so we're rushing to get that out as soon as possible.
And what about with this project? I think the last release music you have is from 2023, right? Or is it 24?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think the last EP was released in early 24. I think it was like March or April. It was before I joined the band, but I remember I was really excited when it dropped. It was a lot of fun.
Been that long? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
But we
I
got
don't know,
4
I guess.
songs that we were telling ourselves we were going to have at least be in the studio by January and start recording. We admittedly have not done that yet, but we'll get there.
Hopefully soon we'll have some new stuff coming out? Maybe like you can always do. Are you more of like album, or would you do a single, do you think?
I think singles are where it's at. So
nobody has the attention span to listen to a full, like 12-song full-length album, even if it's fantastic from front to back. That's a big ask to have someone to sit down and listen to it nowadays. Apparently.
Yeah, I feel like if it was just like an EP or something, that works for that kind of like genre of music too, So.
Yeah, we've never had a full length, so we probably won't.
Yeah, it's
a lot of money.
It's like it's more easily digestible. I feel like sometimes no offense to the B-side, but I'll end up stopping after like 5 songs and I've only gotten like halfway through an album. So now like every time I am like picking up those albums again, I'm like, okay, I have to start in the middle because then I got to listen to the B-side. I've been trying to be more purposeful about that, but yeah, you're right. I mean, there is still value to like albums and like certain purposes, but for the majority of music, it's just like singles and EPs. It just works. So
yeah.
But okay, do you remember?
I feel like what you said when listening. Sorry, you go. What was that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, do you remember the first house show you ever attended or played?
He's been to so many more shows than me. This guy's been.
I'm old, so like my whole teenage years was nothing but like we would rent out VFWs or house shows, and that's all we did. Like, so I was a young boy. I don't even remember, but yeah, I would be like 14 renting out a VFW hall, and then we would make a lot of money and break everything in there and never be allowed to go back. But
the VFW
it was
hall.
very house show. Yeah, oh yeah, all like we destroyed so many VFWs when I was a teenager. But they were basically house shows to me, like because we were all like stupid teenagers with not an adult around, and somehow we got to rent it, and it was just pure chaos.
Every veteran I've ever met hates this guy.
They know his face.
This guy again.
Like, oh,
protect your valuables.
That's insane. I didn't even know you could rent out one of those things.
You can't really anymore. Like, but back then you could, and it was like $50, and like everyone from our school would go to every show, so we would charge like $1 or $2, and then you would get like $300 at least at the door off this $50 VFW. And then we had to pay them for broken toilets, but it was fine because I had no bills. Is it because of you that now they don't rent out those places anymore? They made a law about it. They're like, okay, this guy, we got to make a law. It's like, ever since, because we do the show on campus at the student center, and there are these signs up today that I never noticed before. They're like new signs, and it's like no electric scooters in the building. And I'm just like, I wonder what happened. What had to happen for them to like have all these signs up? And that's what I picture, like, you're like a wanted sign like on the bulletin board of this VFW.
Dude, as a grown adult, when I get on one of those electric lime scooters or whatever, I'd suddenly feel invincible, and like I can only imagine what they're too fun in the worst, most dangerous way. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about let's play a few more songs? We still have a lot to go, so I think we gotta get going here. We're gonna play another 3. Oh, wait. First, I want to comment on the Weekend Friends, because, I was really happy to see them, because Are they from Chicago?
No, they're from, like, Maine.
Oh. Wow.
I wish they were from Chicago.
I saw they had,
they're
like,
from Portland, Maine. They're so good.
Yeah, for real. I thought I had, like, maybe it's a dream. I'd seen them at, like, Stoop Fest or something.
They were at Stoop Fest, but yeah. No, they are totally from Portland, Maine though. They're out at every weird. They were at like a little free festival here last year, so they're just out there.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, and then next up we've got Cliff Diving by, is it Positive 44?
It's plus 44.
Okay. And then Bloody Mary, Kate and Ashley by Pup. Where are those guys from?
Toronto.
Toronto. Okay, yeah, I definitely know Pup. Okay, cool. And then we got Continental by Alkaline Trio. And this is 89.1. All right. We're about at the bottom of the rabbit hole. We only have a few more songs, a few more questions to be asked left. So I just wanted to ask, what has been the best show that you've played, or like the most memorable, something that just sticks out in your head?
Hey, this is a tricky one because there's been a lot of awesome Mulva shows, but specifically pretty much any show at the Peeb Cave. It's a little DIY house venue we have here. Honestly, really, really similar to the Rabbithole. It's got a lot of the same vibes, just awesome built-in crowd for every show. But we've done some of the silliest things at Peeb Cave shows. We've had people crowd surfing on doors, just smashing flat screen TVs in the pit. There may or may not be video of me twerking on a wall in a dress from our last Halloween show. Like, we just have such an incredible time every single show we play at the Peeb Cave. It's so great.
We need video proof of the wall twerk.
Yeah, Mike,
We've got it.
somewhere.
So wait, what is it called? What's the venue?
The Peeb Cave.
Peeb?
Like PBR.
Oh,
Peeb,
yeah. I love that. Yeah, how long have they been around?
Like 3 years?
3 or 4 years. In 2021 or 22 was their first show. One of my other bands was scheduled to play their first show. It's one of the only shows I've had to back out of because I could not stop pooping for like so many days. And I'm really sad that led to that because I would have loved to say I played the first show at the Peeb Cave.
Oh, man. That's rough, buddy. But hey, you got there eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you come up with the name Mulva for your group? That's such a interesting band name.
It's just showing my age again. So I love Larry David. I'm a big Curb Your Enthusiasm fan. So I was trying to think of a quote from the show, and everything I thought of had already been taken. So I remembered it's actually a Seinfeld thing I remember hearing when I was younger. And Larry David helped write that. So, and we like stupid toilet humor. So I just took it. There was no other band using it at the time. And then another band started using it the same week as me. I was so mad.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering that because I saw there was another band, Mulva, out there on Spotify. And
yep, they started their band the same week. I was really upset.
How did you find out?
We got asked to play a show, and then the venue accidentally emailed them instead of us, so it had to get forwarded over to us. And then I was like, "Oh, there's another Mulva now."
No.
Fun. I just realized if I don't remember, I was looking for a certain Mulva video on YouTube, but there's a movie that's just getting released called Mulva, and like the whole soundtrack is ska. So I sent it to Mike immediately, and it just breaks his little heart.
Yes, everybody send all your ska recs to Mike.
The rest of the playlist is going to be nothing but ska music. Just wait.
Wait, so you said it was from either Seinfeld or Curb Your Enthusiasm, but what's the context? Like, what is Mulva? Does it mean something?
So Jerry dated a girl but forgot her name but knew it rhymed with a female anatomy. And so his neighbor guessed Mulva and they are like, oh, that's obviously not it. So it just became like a joke that episode. Stuck with me.
Yeah, that's great. It's fun. Also, like, I like the one word band name because I feel like you can't really do that anymore. A lot of bands, I mean, I guess somebody else somehow thought of Mulva as well, but you know, you can't have the Beatles. You can't have like Tool. You know, I feel like any word you can think of, like they probably is a band name. So it's like Mulva's kind of a made up word.
Yeah.
And like it just works. Friend's band back in the day when I lived in Indiana was called the Jeebs. What's a Jeeb?
The Jeeb. Wait, you grew up I'm from Indiana. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Crown Point. Where are you from?
Oh, okay. A tiny town called Boswell by Lafayette.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I went to Purdue, so I lived in Lafayette for a while.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I know Lafayette well.
Whoa, crazy. The stuff you've learned, the connections. But yeah, we've got like 3 more songs for you, and then we'll bring them back on one more time. Next up, we have Combat Baby by Metric, Done with Drugs by The Dirty Nil, and then $1,000,000 by All. And this is...
They're all ska bands.
All ska bands, guys. Are you ready? God, hopefully not. Wait, are they really, or are you just messing with me? All right. Well, it's been so great having you virtually in the studio with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited for the show here next week. Can't believe it's next week already. That's crazy.
Right? Yeah.
So what can we be out on the lookout for in the future from you guys? Do you have any, well, you already talked about like maybe writing some more music. Do you have any other shows going on coming up?
That's a good question. We definitely do, but I can't remember anything ever. We'll be in Milwaukee next week at the Jazz Gallery. We have a lot of shows that I don't remember. I just know that, and we're going up to you guys in Kalamazoo next week. And I hope, even if it's not themed, please be some clowns.
That'd be really cool. We would seriously appreciate it.
Actually, maybe I'll post it. I'll be like, okay, guys, clown theme, last minute.
Please do.
We'll bring extra makeup, and you can do ours too. We had that happen at some show. They did his makeup on stage, and it looked great. And we want that experience again. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not that good about doing makeup, but there are definitely a lot of people who come to shows that are. So I'm sure somebody, like, if you're like, hey, can anybody do my makeup before the show? There'd be like 4 people to volunteer. So, but
perfect.
Well, as I'm
make us pretty.
Oh yeah, for sure. We also need to like pick out your outfits and have it be a surprise. So when you show up, it's like you have to put this on. That could be a fun challenge. We'll talk about it.
I'm into it.
Are you okay if I play one of your songs to kind of wrap up the evening?
That works for us.
Yeah. You didn't include any of your music in the playlist, and I'm like, I feel like we should give the listeners a little taste of what they're going to hear at the show.
That's probably a good idea, I guess.
Now, I'm really happy you have like the background of you playing the Second Impact show as your profile picture, because otherwise I would not know.
I love that picture. I love that picture.
Okay, what do you think? What song should I play?
If you're looking for songs that don't cuss, I don't know what exists out there.
Die, Metric, and Born to Lose.
Born to Lose cusses.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Like,
I don't know.
Doesn't.
I don't know. Your choice. I feel like die is a good one to play with no cuss words.
Yeah. You die.
Yeah, all right, guys. Let's listen to Die by Mulva.